What's up, guys? I think I'm going to start a list of recommended companies and or specific items, equipment, gear, whatever. Stuff that I know works, that I like and use, that friends of mine I trust like and use. So to start that list off, the very first one I want to put on there is 0241 Tactical. If you guys have been watching for any time, you know I'm a big fan of 241. In full disclosure, the owner is somebody I consider a friend. We're on opposite sides of the country, but I've talked with him quite a bit, and we're on the same wavelength with a lot of things. But 241 is, much like my own business, a small-owned business. For all intents and purposes, it's a one-man operation, though Sean does occasionally, he'll contract out on things there locally in his area to try to keep his backlog down a little bit. And I think he does have some part-time help on occasion. But for all intents and purposes, it's a one-man operation, again, just like me. And I say all that just to get up front that when you order stuff from him, there is a good chance, not always, but a good chance there might be a little bit of a wait. He's got to get stuff made and shipped out, just like I do. For my subscriber base, the Armed Prepared Citizen, survivalist, prepper, again, whatever term you want to use, would do well to look over what Sean's got. He offers so many things that I think are applicable and useful to what we're trying to do. And not only are you going to get a quality item, you're supporting the small business person, but it's things that you don't necessarily always find everywhere else in the availability that he's got. A couple of different things that I like and recommend, and I may or may not do some individual videos on different stuff. I've done a couple. I may do some more, I'm not sure yet. But you can get beanie hats from him for cold weather use in not just solid colors, unlike some places, but a lot of actual camo pattern colors. ATAX patterns, multicam patterns, etc., etc. He's got balaclavas. He's got big, for lack of a better term, it's like a giant handkerchief that has got 1,000 uses. We might do a video specific on that one day. Neck gaiters. Very affordable, very simple piece of gear, but when you need it, it's a very valuable piece of gear. Some of the biggest things that I like that he's got, his tarps are my number one go-to choice. He's got a couple of different sizes, and again, you can get them in a lot of different patterns. You don't have to be stuck with just a solid color or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with solid colors, just that sometimes having a pattern to match your terrain can work a little better. His tarps, backpack covers. That's been a bit of a frustration for some folks I know that I've talked to. They find packs that they like, but they're only available in a solid color. Getting pattern matched packs outside of multicam can be a bit difficult sometimes. Simple deal, buy a solid color pack and then get one of 241's pack covers to go over it, and boom, you can pattern match it to just about any pattern that you want to use. Up towards the top of the pack, big fan of his top jackets and the zip-up smock light jackets. I've done videos on those. Go back and look at them. It's probably my #1 favorite thing that he's got, and he's got some new stuff that he's working on coming with those. So stay tuned there. But just all around good stuff at really good prices that fall into that affordability thing that I'm always looking for and trying to pass on to you guys. Probably the most expensive things that he offers are going to be the jackets. But the thing about the jackets is you don't have to buy a half dozen of them. It's buy one, maybe two, and you're done kind of thing, because everything else goes underneath it. And like right now, it's pretty hot and humid out here. I've just got my base layer shirt on underneath this one, and I'm just wearing it as like a BDU top that I'd wear any other time. So you have the one top, but it's roomy enough I can put winter layers underneath it during the winter time. It just makes things really simple, and you can go with plain solid color pants with whatever pattern you like up top. You're there. You're fully functional in my estimation as far as being, I hate to use the word, but for lack of a better word, combat effective. In other words, you can conceal yourself and be effective in a fight. You can take that further by getting actual, pattern match pants, yada yada. We can do a whole other video on that. But the 241, the smock lights are my favorite. I like the top jackets. I've got multiple ones. I like them. The smock lights are probably my favorite, especially the newest version where you've got Velcro on the cuffs so you can roll them up a little bit if you need to, roll them down, cinch them up in colder weather, etc. In hot weather, you've got a zipper up front. I can unzip it a little bit if I want to ventilate some, zip it back up if it's cooler, and close it over, and you're sealed out from the elements. It makes a really good wind jacket. A few weeks ago, we were out on a weekend trip up at our retreat property with the friends. Let's see, the first night we were there, it got down to about 30, 32-ish. But the next morning, when it was about 30, 32, it was really windy. Really, really, really windy. And this just made an excellent outer wind layer over our warming layers, our fleece layers and stuff underneath, to just kind of block that wind and keep it from chilling off on you. And then as the day warmed up a little bit, take those other layers off underneath it, still got the top layer. Additionally, for hotter weather, it might not seem like much, but right here under the armpit is a mesh area. Now again, I've covered these jackets before, but I'm just kind of giving you a rundown because I really like them. This is what I've got in front of me to show you. I didn't drag all my other stuff out because I'd have to unpack a lot of things. That little bit of mesh under the armpits, coupled with being able to zip this up or down as you want, really makes this versatile as far as hot weather, cold weather. You can regulate your temperature. And honestly, during hot weather, I don't find that I get any hotter under this than I do a regular BDU top. In fact, maybe a little cooler under this than a regular BDU top, just because of the ventilation on the armpits that a regular BDU top doesn't have. Just saying. Additionally, you've got a hood on the back. If you want to utilize that, again, cold weather, put a fleece on underneath it, flip the hood up, blocks the wind off of you, fits over a hat. Now they're not waterproof because they're made from regular material like either 50/50 Nyco, I think most of them are. Some of them are going to be a poly cotton ripstop. It just depends on the pattern and what material is available. But again, it's not meant to be a rain jacket per se. Just a versatile outer garment kind of thing. So think of all the different ways you could utilize it, that sort of thing. Coincidentally, right now, they've got I think it's a 15% off sale going on. So I would encourage you, if you're interested, now's the time to go jump over on the website and hit him up with a bunch of orders. I'll put a link in the description down below. Excuse me. I mean, I'll admit I look for sales as often as I can personally myself. So here's your chance. If you've been waiting on a tarp or a jacket or pack cover or whatever, I got a dozen different things I could showcase you that Sean makes that I utilize. There's really not anything I don't recommend, so that's why I'm not trying to show you everything. If you see something on his website and you like it, I don't think you can go wrong with it. He's got my trust as far as the quality of his products. I can appreciate him as a one-man operation, sole business owner myself. So for you guys, my subscribers, Armed Prepared Citizens, survivalist preppers, man, there's a lot of, you could square away a lot of things on your checklist by visiting his website. So again, first off, on John's Alpha Charlie Concepts highly recommended list, 0241 Tactical. I'll put a link down in the description. Go check him out and get some good clothing, good equipment, good gear, and support another American small business owner at the same time. All right. Take care, guys. Be safe and stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next one.